I'm officially settled in for the evening. You can maybe hear the wind. It's a little windier than I normally would like, but I've backed back off in the timber where the wind's not as bad. It's definitely in the treetops. Don't underestimate the power of acorns when they are falling. We have a limited supply of acorns on this property this year. We just did not have a good crop with all the drought and everything that we had that impacted them. And so the deer, when they are dropping, and if they can find a tree that's producing, they are on it like hotcakes. And actually busted off a little yearling buck that was in here feeding around underneath this tree stand. Dad and I came in here. I'm doing something I normally don't do, and I'm hunting out of a fixed ladder stand, only about 17, 18 foot up this tree. We brushed it in a little bit with branches. I got these big trees all the way around me to really break up my silhouette. Should probably see something this evening with the wind being kicked up all day and these treetops moving. It's dropped a lot more acorns, so it's probably getting to that point where we've dropped a good amount. What was left, a good percentage of that was probably shaken out of the trees today. So if there are acorns that have fallen today, I know even with the winds, the deer are going to be up. They're going to be moving in here tonight. We're predicted for a chance of some rain, which we haven't had rain in quite a few weeks now. So with that big change in weather coming up, cold front coming in within the next week, pretty hardcore. Hopefully some deer get in here, walk within close distance. I'm actually really close to my driveway here. It is my personal driveway, but this is just an area that I always see deer, and so it makes sense to put a stand here, even though I'm only, so many yards away from the driveway. It makes perfect sense. So hopefully I'll get settled in and won't be long for deer moving. Just filled the second tag for the season. That did not take very long. First time sitting in the stand. We just set it up a couple days ago. Some people thought I was crazy for getting in here because it's windy today. But getting this big mature timber like this, it's really not that windy down low. Up in some of the chops, it's windy. It's shaking those acorns out, and the deer were on their feet. I hadn't been in here 30 minutes. Had a little yearling come in with its mama back further behind. This lone doe came in, and she snuck in, shot her a little high. She came in closer than I thought. She was just 10 to 12 yards out. Followed up with another quick shot with her custom Hunt Grounds Edition DRTs, and she didn't go anywhere. So super excited. I'm gonna get down on this tree stand, go check her out, and get some photos and stuff. This is the way to do it right here. Shoot them early, get down here before it's dark, get them all cleaned up. She's a little further than 10 yards. She's more like 15. But look at the blood. A lot of blood, really, really quick. She snapped my arrow. I figured she might do that. DRT is still perfect shape. I'll reuse that one. So I shot her there, and here she lies. The shot did seem high, but it actually came out perfect here on the other side. Our custom TEAMTHG black and green edition DRT broadheads by DirtNap did its job. And some of you might be questioning, why in the world are you getting out of the woods so early? I waited for the deer that were in here to get out. I know there's no shooter bucks currently in this area. It's one reason I came in to this area to take out a doe. And it is warm. It's mid 80s. You can see the flies on her right now. So I'm gonna get her out of here, get her field dressed, get her on ice, get her to the processor, and then get her on the grill. She is by no means the biggest doe on my property, but this is exactly what I'm looking to take off my property. It's a fully mature doe. It's not a real old doe. She didn't have a fawn with her, but I'm really working on this year, trying to kind of experiment with my social class of deer here on the hunting grounds. Instead of targeting only those mature does and taking out all my mature does and having my population hierarchy ruled by teenage deer, trying to leave some of those deer in there that are older, that are going to have a hierarchy built in, and it's going to hopefully, on everything that I've read up on it, it's going to help with the stress of the deer on the property. It's going to allow the deer to be a lot more comfortable because they have developed a hierarchy in there. So they're going to be able to all come out into the field together and know their place in their herd. And so instead of taking out only those big mature does and messing up that hierarchy that naturally kind of comes in, taking some of these does out that are definitely a mature doe. It's going to be great eating, but she didn't have a fawn with her, and it's just the perfect doe to take off the property. So I do need to take a couple more does off, primarily just because I have about 10% of my property planted in food plots, and even with that 10%, it is really pressured by the deer because I've grown my population so much over the last 3 years. So it's either build more food plots, which I'm also doing, but I'm really working on just building my habitat up, making a lot more native browse. That way it can kind of substitute for not having enough food in the food plot. So beautiful doe. DirtNap did its job, Triax did its job, and there's absolutely nothing more rewarding than taking a doe off your own property that you work so hard for. It doesn't matter if it has antlers on its head or not. So super blessed by this. I hope you guys enjoyed this hunt. Comment down below, do me a favor, share this video, give a big thumbs up, and guys, until next time, have a better than average day. Someone's excited about the deer, wants to go with me. You get it, don't you, Journey? All right, hop in. Weirdo. I'm so excited about this deer for. You don't even get to eat.